When a child goes missing or abducted in Canada, the police are informed and is quickly referred to as an Amber Alert. Radios describe the incident, newspapers display articles, while billboards have blown up photos of the missing child, and televisions interrupt shows for an emergency report. The police search in helicopters, and sometimes even the army is engaged. Yet when crossing over the ocean to the continent of Africa, in countries like Uganda, it's a different story.
In the world today, there are over 250,000 child soldiers.
The rebels told me to join them, but I said no. Then they killed my smaller brother. I changed my mind, a 7-year-old boy.
In the last decade of warfare, more than 2 million children have been killed, a rate of more than 500 a day, or 1 every 3 minutes, for a full 10 years. As you are at this concert, these numbers are only growing larger and larger.
The New York Times stated that the use of child soldiers is probably the world's most unrecognized form of child abuse.
They picked me and took me away into the bush where I was forced to become a wife to one of the rebels. Being new in the field, on the first night I refused, but on the second night they said, either you give in or death. I still tried to refuse. And then the man got serious and knifed me on the head. I became helpless and started bleeding terribly, and that was how I got involved in sex at the age of 14, because death was near. A 16-year-old girl.
Child soldiers is a global issue, as they are used in many different countries around the globe.
I grew tired of seeing so many friends killed. It was 4 years lost, 4 years without a family, age 17.
The youngest child soldier recorded is only of the age of 5, barely bigger than his AK-47.
I started fighting at the age of 6. I decided to turn in my gun because I want to go back to school, age 13.
Every time I look at them, a child soldier, I think of my son. They are so small. Sometimes, when I am here, I put myself in God's hands. UN peacekeeper deployed in the DRC.
Think back to your childhood, the schooling you took for granted, a roof over your head free from war, food at your table, and clean water pouring from your tap. Support from your friends and family. Although some people in Canada and other developed countries may not have all of these things, the majority of us have had some of these luxuries without second-guessing it.
Know that no one is silent, though many are not heard. Work together to change this.
There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
There is no greater time to change than the present.
Child soldiering doesn't have to be a life sentence. Join with organizations all over the world and help put an end to the world's most unrecognized form of child abuse.
Follow 5 cyclists as they take on a journey to raise awareness against this issue. Support the cause by signing red hands and spreading the word. Join the Facebook group, come to the events, and most importantly, learn about the issue and spread the word.
Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful citizens could change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead.
Join with Child Soldier Cycle.
Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. Martin Luther King.
Thank you.